these weird little feet massagers, EMS foot massager. To be totally honest with you, I don't think they're a very good product. I don't use this. This is a friend of my brother's. He uses them, and he's gone through a few of them, I guess. Myself, I don't think they're a very good product, even though I haven't used it, just because of the way it's made. They lose their ability to give you the shock or the vibration, whatever you want to call it, through putting your feet on here. These silver stripes or gold stripes, they're what takes the electricity from here. It feeds these. This is all connected together. So this way, when you put your feet on both sides, or your hands, or your arms, it's whatever you want to put on there, it sends the pulses and stuff through, so you can feel it. These no longer do that. This one, I got another one too. It no longer does that. And I checked the puck. The puck works fine. They snap on. They got two little snaps right here, and then they snap onto the back there. You pretty much have to hold these up there and make sure they're snapped down all the way. And then it's got a plus mark, M from memory or something like that, and then negative. So the plus goes up, the negative goes down, the plus turns it on, the negative turns it off. So this one has a bad LCD in it, but that's 0 right now. When it flashes, it's getting ready to send the signal. When it stops flashing, then it's actually sending it through here, and you should feel it. I was putting it on 3 and putting my hands on here, and I couldn't feel nothing. Couldn't feel nothing at all. So I started playing around with it, and there's the only way to measure this is with an oscilloscope. That's why I have it here. If you hook a multimeter up to it, you'll just get a bunch of numbers jumping all around. But one thing I did notice on one of these is if you move this around to get a good connection, then it'll start working. I think that's the other one. But if you take this off, you should be really careful. You should try to grab that snap, because these are only like riveted through, and what happens is, if you notice around the edge there of this, that I'll put a picture up there, you can see it's cut, and it lost its connection with the design that's on here, and when it loses that connection with that, it's not able to send the signal through here. So that's a big problem on why I don't think it's a very good design. And the other reason is it says you can wipe these off when you're done using them, or clean them whenever you need to, but the more you clean these, the more you're gonna ruin the contacts on here. So, especially any harsh chemical if you use, I think you're supposed to only use like a damp rag or something, but I read the book, but I don't remember it exactly. But yeah, the more you wipe this off, the more it's going to wear the trace off, the resistance that's in there, to allow it to let you feel anything. This here has a bunch of different settings in it. This is set on beat right now. I don't know if you can see that, but it's set on beat, and then I hit the M, and it goes to massage, goes to activation, train, need, shaping, extrusion, and slap. So those are the choices you get, and each one shows a different pulse on the oscilloscope, and that's what you'll feel when you have your feet on there. But we'll start at beat right now. We'll put this up on 3. Hopefully it'll stay on there, because I might hit the buttons here. But I'm just going to hold the scope on the back side of this, and that's pointing down. You can see that it's bouncing down the spikes, so I'm just going to flip this around, and now they'll bounce up instead. Okay, so that's what the beat looks like. Oops. Oh, gotta twist it around here. Okay, that's what beat looks like. And I'm just going to hit the M like I said, and you'll see the different pulses down there the way it does it. So the next one is massage, and you can see the different shape there. And each spike, there's a space in between them to show you that it's like actually giving you multiple spikes. Let me try to zoom in here and see if we can get a better look at that. Yeah, that'll look better. So you can see the multiple lines that are going up. That's the way it's shooting the energy through the mat. And let's go to activation, it looks like. And you can see it's a little different. The bottom line actually dips down and goes back up while it still has the spikes. And then train, almost like the first one, just a bunch of different beats there. Next one is need, and you can see that dips down real quick and then back up. Looks like it's in like the same type of rhythm type thing. And then the next one is shaping, and again that one looks like the first one and the other one, but it must feel different, if otherwise they wouldn't have put it on there, right? This is extrusion, and the last one is slap. Got a bunch of points down and a bunch of points up. So that tells us that the puck is actually working. I only have it set on 1, but you can turn it all the way up to 20, I believe it is. Yeah, 19. 19's the highest. So, and then you can turn it down with the negative. There, 0, and then off. It'll just automatically go off. This is not a review for this. It's just a explaining my thoughts on what went wrong with this. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with the puck. It's the mat itself, because they lose the contacts there. So let's see if I can. Yeah, you see how it kind of ripped there? It's not making the contacts on there anymore. And if you clean this a lot, you're going to lose the contact, because this is like a thermal paste, or not thermal paste, but solder paste. And if you keep washing it, it's going to lose it. It ain't going to work very good. So I'm just going to back this out a little and show you that when I put this on there, if I get it snapped down there again. Okay, turn it on, We'll turn it on 3 or 4. There we go. Now, when I put my hands on there, I should feel something, but I don't. So, and we see nothing on the scope right after I put this on there. You can see just a blip because I touched it on there, but you can't see the difference. You can't see the electricity going through. Anywhere where I touch these things, we should be able to see the same thing we saw on the back. And I'll even turn it up a little. And there, we should see something. A scope is a sensitive piece of equipment, so if there's going to be something coming out of there, we should be able to see it. And even if I go right up close to it, touching each side, there's nothing there. So it's the mat that's bad. So you can save these pucks and do whatever you want with them, but the mat's going to be no good for you. You can even touch the back of these if you want. Put both fingers on there or whatever, and now I can feel it. I can feel it pulsating through my fingers. So there's nothing wrong with this. Now the other one, let's turn this off. The other one is about the same thing. Looks like a brighter pattern or something on there. And this does the same thing. Turn it up there. When it stops, or when it stays on, now it should be sending the signal. And there's nothing. No signal coming through there at all when I'm holding it on both sides. Now this is the pad that I was actually putting my fingers on here and pushing this with my fingers one way or the other, or up and down, I can't remember which one it was, and it would actually start working. So that tells us that the contacts back here, this one has a little bit bigger contact point, but it's not very good. If you go like this, you can actually see a black line right at the edge of the snap there. That's losing the connection because it's wearing out, it's splitting, it's cracking, so it's not getting the electricity through there. And this is the same way. This one does the same thing, but you can put your fingers on the back. I know you can't feel it, but I can feel it. So again, the puck is good, the mat's bad. So I guess these cost like 20 bucks, something like that. So if you decide to use this, be real careful with it. The only thing I'd say is don't flex it a lot like this. Don't pop this thing on and off at all if you don't have to. Try not to spend a lot of time washing it. I don't know, it's just one of those things. It's a cheaply made thing. So yeah, there's nothing I can fix on these. Because I've thought about it, I've played around with it, and there's just it's just bad connections here. So I'm not going to waste any more time on it, because I wasted enough on it when I was trying to figure out what was going on. But I just wanted to let you know that if you get these, that's probably what the problem is. You can feel this, but this is the problem right here. It's losing the connection. Alright, I think that's about it. All the information I can give you on this. So if it doesn't work, now you have some idea on why it doesn't work. And remember, you can try to push this around like this while it's snapped in here and keep your hands on here. And if it gets connection sometimes and gives you a zap, then you know that it's these contacts right here. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.